Hello everybody, this is Pun, and I have a review for you today. Now listen, this review is a little different from what you normally see on this channel, but with a studio like I have and the storage needs that I have, whether it be in drawers or shelving or boxes, whatever, I need to be able to know what's inside of those various things. So I had a need for a label maker. Well, the fine folks at PRT reached out to me and they sent me their label maker, the Qutie, Q-U-T-I-E, not C-U-T-I-E, but the Qutie that you can get on their website and also on Amazon. But this is a nice little device. I love this because it's small, it's lightweight, and it does pretty much everything that you would want to do for a label maker and then some. So what I want to do is just kind of show you what this does, show you the app that it uses on your mobile device, and kind of guide you through the process of loading paper into it and using it. And then I'll kind of give you my ideas on what I think is great and what I think is not so great about it. So, well, let's go now and get into the video. All right, but there's a little disclaimer I want to say now. Obviously, HPRT reached out to me. They sent me this device for free. I did not pay for it, but they have no editing say-so on this video whatsoever. They're going to see this video at the same time you do. So I'm giving you my unbiased opinion on this. Now, I will provide links down below where you can download this. That is one thing they did ask me, is that if I could provide the link where you can go find this and also have the name of this in the title. That's the only two requirements. All right, guys. So let's now go ahead and get into the video. All right, so let's talk about the Qutie and, you know, its physical dimensions, capabilities, all that good stuff. So obviously you can see that this right here is the Qutie. You can see it comes in this sage green that I got. I really like this a lot. I think it also comes white, blue, and pink, which also kind of corresponds to the different colors of paper, which they sent me along with the Qutie. So this is a white roll here. You can kind of see the color. This is the pink roll. And I have a green roll that matches this laying around somewhere. All right, so the Qutie is actually really small. On this side, you have a power button. You have the cutter for the paper. This is a slot where the paper comes out of. Here you have a little loop where you can put in a little loop to carry around in and tie off if you wanted to. You also have the USB-C Type-C charging port that this also comes with a cable to be able to charge it with. And then to take the cover off, which you have a little view thing here so you can see how much paper is in there. This is where the green one's at. You see here, this is where the paper is stored. Now, when you're putting and loading the paper in here, you want the label to be up, just like so. And then it will work from clockwise to counterclockwise. And for the colored paper, it's really easy because the colored side needs to be on top, obviously. And then it runs through this little slot, and then as it prints, the print head being right here, it comes out so you can cut the paper. It's really simple to use. Now, cool thing about this paper is it comes with QR codes on it so that you can scan this using the app, and it'll actually preload the paper, give you information on this paper type so that you'll know the settings inside the app, which is really cool. And you open the app, and the app is there. You start the app. It's called the Here app, Here Print app, that is on your mobile device. And it's very easy to connect this because it uses Bluetooth. So when you set it up, you want to hit the plus button and then connect the printer. If your printer is already on, it should pop up with the name of it. And then when you do that, you just hit connect, and it should tell you that the printer is connected, which is pretty simple to set up. So once the printer is connected, it's going to tell you that. It's going to tell you your battery life left. Right now, mine is currently at 61%. Inside of the settings, you can go here and you can do a calibration. You can also upgrade your firmware, which I definitely recommend you doing. Okay. The calibrate is one thing I had an issue with. I could not figure out how to get it to work right because it always told me that the paper wasn't loaded, even though the paper was loaded. And I would just hit to reset the default, and then it would reset and tell me that the paper is okay. So keep that in mind. I never really saw the need to calibrate it when I started this up. But when you get started here, you're going to see that you have a scan option, continuous paper, and gap paper. Currently, I have continuous paper loaded. Again, the scan, you can use the QR code to scan the paper, and it should pop up with the type of paper that you have. All right. It gives you an idea, and you can go and you can edit it. And what that'll do is it will load it so that you can then go in and do labels. And you can change it. Another thing you can do too, which I found that's actually really nice, is that you can go into your length of the paper. Since you're using continuous, right? You're using continuous. You can actually make this any length that you want. So if you go to manual here and you hit the plus, you can make this, I actually found that 40 was really nice. That's a good length to set, and it will reset the paper. And then you can go in here and then just, add whatever label you want to make. And so let's go with, we'll just go with test. See if I can write this here backwards as I'm just looking at it. Okay, and you got the words there. Let's go to manual length. Let's change this to 40, like I said. You can also just double click in there and do that. They're both easy to do. That's 35 there, and you can resize everything. You can rotate it. It will help you center it vertically and horizontally based on the size of your text, which is nice. And then when you're ready to print it, you can print it. But you do have customization. Obviously, you can change the size of the font, and you can readjust it as necessary to get it centered. You can also choose from different font samples that they have, and you can see they got a ton of different options available that are pretty cool, and different styles. And you also have a history of previous labels that you've made that you can go back and just reset those if you like those fonts that you've used in those settings. But when you're ready to print, it's just very simple. You hit the print, and it'll bring up this print preview, and then you hit print again, and it prints it just like that. And then you just push up on the cutter, and now you have a nice little label. Pretty freaking cool. It's that easy. So I really like this a lot. It does a good job. I mean, even the paper, these labels, the backing comes off really easy. They're split down the middle lengthwise that you can then, just peel them off. What's cool about these is that they are plenty sticky, but at the same time, if you say you goof off and you don't get this put on right, say you didn't put it on exactly straight, you were trying to line it up. I'll just use the label maker's example. If you don't line it up right and you got this thing down like that, right? Well, it's easy to peel up. You just get there and you just grab a corner and it'll peel right on up, and it doesn't rip. It stays nice and sticky, and you can straighten it up and put it back down, and you have it right. So that's what's so cool about it is, the labels are actually in really nice quality, and the print quality is nice for what it is. I mean, that's not a bad quality for a label, right? And it doesn't rub off. I can, rub it, and it doesn't rub off. It stays there. It's nice, and you just can't beat it. It's just great. It really is. Now you do get different, label options, whether you want continuous like this, which I prefer, or you can get, what they call gap or size labels. But hey, I mean, overall, not bad for being able to label things inside of your studio or wherever, your workshop, whatever. This is a great option. I think this will hold up in a ton of different situations. So, but I'm telling you, overall the Qutie is actually really nice. The only real negative that I had for the Qutie was the calibration, which Isn't necessarily a big deal because I didn't really see a need to calibrate it, but when just testing out the app and checking all the functions, well, you got to test everything, right? And that's one thing I tested, and I just could not get it to work right. I don't know if it's maybe a firmware update issue or not, but to be honest with you, I don't really see the need to calibrate. Everything seemed to work fine. You may need to do that if you're using the gap paper labels vice continuous. I'm not sure, but in any case, maybe if HPRT is watching this and they can answer in the comments below and kind of explain that, that would be helpful. But other than that, thank you for watching this. And again, thank you, HPRT, for sending me the Qutie, because it really is a cutie, but I'm going to tell you what, it's a very functional one. Well, I really like it. And, you can't beat the battery charge, battery life, the amount of labels you get out of a roll. And I mean, this thing has been put to work in the last month. Let me tell you, I use this at church to label every single cable and every single piece of equipment in our audio and video system. And that was well over 100 cables, whether it be Ethernet, audio patch cables, XLR, you name it. It's got a label from this little printer on it, and it's been very nice to use, and I do appreciate it. Super easy to use. I mean, it's unbelievable how well this thing prints labels out and how well the labels hold up. So again, super easy. Again, thank you, HPRT, for sending me this. I do appreciate it. Now, again, I'll provide links down in the description below. If you're interested in something like this, I'll provide those where you can download these. And again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like more content like this, make sure you let me know in the comments below. Also, hit the like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You'll know when I have a video that goes live. Other than that, everybody, y'all have a great rest of your week. We'll see you later.